Hey everyone, I'm Nick, and this is the Etenwolf S6, which is a tire inflator that you may recognize because I've already reviewed it on the channel. Now, why is this back on the channel? Well, today I'm reviewing the Etenwolf S7. The S7 is the most powerful inflator in the Etenwolf lineup. So let's check it out. All right, so as I open this, we've got a nice packaging right here. Here we go. So this one comes in a nice olive green bag. This one came in a black and orange bag. And inside we have 45-watt charger, USB cable, a chuck for the tire inflator, the S7 itself, and some extra padding for shipping, a quick guide right here, a complete user manual, and a calibration certificate. So the testing covers the accuracy of the pressure gauge that's built in, the inflation speed based on their targets and what's actually measured. So for example, inflating a 245/70 R17 tire from 25 to 35, the target is less than 110 seconds, and this one actually took 106 seconds. And then same thing for 275/65 R18, from 60 to 70 PSI, the target is under 180 seconds, and it was actually, this unit tested to 162 seconds. So, good. Now looking back to my testing of the S6, I ran it for about 24 minutes straight on a really hot day, and it didn't break a sweat. 95-degree weather, running from one tire to another until I ran out of juice, and no problems. So the S6 has a 19,200 milliamp hour battery, but the S7 has double that capacity, 38,400 milliamp hours. And on top of that, it inflates at 52 liters per minute versus the S6's 42 liters per minute. So it's a big upgrade. Surprisingly, they're about the same weight, even though this has double the battery capacity. I think it might be slightly heavier, but maybe I can weigh it later. 2.77 kilos, 3.09 kilos. Otherwise, on the exterior, it's basically the same. We've got a knob for pressure adjustment. You can power it on, start pause button, see our interface, adjust the pressure easily with the dial here, change mode. There's a bunch of modes here. Car, truck, RV, ball, inflator, bicycle, and custom. So between different modes, there's different initial presets, but you can actually set it to what you want. So say I want to set my custom one to 120. If I cycle back to car, let's say I set my car to 37. When I go back to my custom setting, it will still be at 120 and my car will still be at 37. So it's kind of set and forget. You can change the units from PSI, kilopascals, and bar. And then there's a light button right here, you just press it, it'll turn on the flashlight. Press it again, it gets brighter. One more time is a strobe, very bright. And then SOS. So that's really nice. On the back we have USB-C port and USB-A port. The USB-C port is for input, and you can also output from both to charge your phone, for example. We've got other inflation tools, like for different inflatable toys, balls, or an adapter here. We've got the inflation hose right here, which actually unravels right here, gives you plenty of length. So you can just place this by your car. And the last thing is this right here, which is a hose to inflate things like air mattresses, sleeping pads, and things like that. So this would plug in right here, either on the inflate port if you want to inflate something, or the deflate port. So you could air up your mattress, and then if you want to speed up deflating it later when you're done, pop it over into the deflate port, suck all the air out, and you're done. So this has a little locking hose. Pop it in, turn it, it locks in, unlock it, and you're good. And that tucks away onto the inflator as well. If you want to turn it off, just press and hold, and there you go. Put the chuck on, There we go. So now that we've seen everything that's included and how it works, let's get outside and test it out, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it while we're at it. Okay, so this tire is a 275/55 R20. It's a spare, it's a little worn out, and we're gonna test this out with this tire. The first thing we can do is power it on. And you don't need to have a pressure gauge since there's one built in, so you can just get the cap off here, get the chuck in place, and you can see we have 20 PSI. So I'm actually gonna bring this down for the test. There's a little button right here you can use to just vent, and it'll show you in real time where you're at. So I'm gonna go for a little bit. Let's just come down to around 10, and then we'll bring it up to 35. And let's get our stopwatch. Now with a little bit of editing, I'm gonna show you the S6 side by side, inflating the same tire from 10 PSI to 35 PSI. Right. While we let the inflators work, let me tell you a bit more about Etenwolf. I actually met one of the founders at SEMA last month, and as it turns out, he and his co-founder both have a lot of experience in the tool manufacturing industry. One was a mechanical designer for Stanley and Black & Decker, and the other managed production lines for Milwaukee Tools, so they have plenty of experience making quality products. When I first tried the S6, I was impressed with the quality, and finding all this out really explained it. You'll notice it slows down when it gets close to the pressure, so it doesn't overshoot. And there we go. Under 4 minutes on the S7. Now one thing that might be a little harder to see in video is that there's very little vibration in this, and that's because the air pump is a 2-piston design, so it's inherently balanced, and it's not gonna wander off and vibrate away from your car when you're inflating your tires. Just about 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes. There we go. So this one's just about a minute longer. From 10 PSI to 35 PSI, again, it's a 275/55 R20, which is a pretty big tire. Now let's try some even bigger tires. 35 by 12.5 on 18-inch wheels. I'm gonna go 270. These are at 61 right now. Like I mentioned earlier, very minimal vibrations. This first tire went from 61.1 to 70 PSI in 2 minutes and 47 seconds. All right, right on the money. Nice. And the other three started between 56 and 60 PSI and took between 3.5 and 4.5 minutes. After inflating 5 large tires for about 20 minutes of runtime, we still have half the battery left, and I didn't even charge it after taking it out of the box. Now let's say you're camping and you want to inflate your sleeping pad. Let's use this for that. We'll switch over to the inflation mode, the air mode there. Grab our hose right here, pop that into the inflate side, lock it in. Grab this nozzle here. Here we go. Nice. Now if we want to deflate it, switch it over to the deflate port here. Marked def here. Open that. And then just start it up. And we're done. Pop this back in place. And we're done. Switch back to inflation mode. And you're good to go. So after I reviewed the S6, I was really impressed, and it kind of took over from my traditional air compressor in my garage. It's a lot faster to set up, and it's really convenient. But now that I have the S7, which inflates faster and has double the battery capacity, I think the S6 has been dethroned. So you may be asking, do I recommend the S7? Well, yeah. It's got quick inflation times, great battery durability, and the 100% duty cycle means that no matter how many tires you have to inflate, you can just keep going until the battery is drained. It's also really convenient as a battery bank, as a backup, you get the light, and you get a lot of flexibility with what you can use it for. You don't have to just limit yourself to tires. Now, if you're interested in getting one of these or any Etenwolf product for yourself, I'll leave links in the video description. I also want to say a big thank you to Etenwolf for sending me the S7 to review. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and to hype the video because it really helps me out. And if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. If you want to see more videos like this, or you want to watch me work on cars, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.